Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Welcome to another podcast. I know I said that we would get the mic situation sorted.
We tried.
The mic cable doesn't fit. I thought a mic cable was a mic cable.
I ordered what I was told to order.
Apparently, a mic cable is not a mic cable. There are different types, which I did know that there was different types, but I didn't realise it was as different as... I thought what you'd ordered was the right thing.
I went on Amazon and typed in mic cable.
Yeah, I think we just need to buy one that is the same make as our
we'll
microphones. But I actually didn't think the sound was that bad on the last episode. So I'm not going to apologise for the sound this week. I think we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, we will get a new mic cable. But when that is, your guess is as good as mine.
It came the next day. I ordered it last week when we filmed.
Yeah? Well, it's Amazon.
Yeah. It was an Amazon next day delivery jobby.
Prime.
Always. I only choose Prime option.
You just said that like you didn't know what Prime was.
Did I?
You were like, Amazon next day delivery. It came the next day. Yeah, Prime, Hayley.
Yeah, Prime.
Yeah, Prime. Prime. You know what Prime is.
I'm still poorly. It's a week on. It's not gone. We've gone through the stages.
So she now doesn't know what Prime is.
I don't have a brain cell.
Anyway, roll the intro.
Hello and welcome to Confetti Conversations,
the podcast where me and my sister talk all things weddings, wedding planning and married life. Today would be the day before your wedding.
Yep.
Because this is going out on the 10th of October and Hayley's initial wedding date was the 11th of October, 2025.
Yep.
So, which is absolutely mental to think that you've been married for 6 weeks now?
Yep.
Yeah, 6 weeks. And it's mad to think that this would have been your wedding date.
I know, it's crazy.
I mean, the weather actually is quite nice at the minute. It's quite warm.
We were thinking about it a few weeks ago. We were like, oh, no.
A few weeks ago, it was torrential rain every single day, freezing cold.
Yeah.
We were wearing like loads of layers and it was really cold. And now it's sort of gone back to like warm again. I mean, it's not like hot warm, but it's like...
No, you could have just been in a dress.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I was in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It was like, because the sun was out yesterday, it was nice.
Yeah, at 1,000,000 months pregnant, it's still too warm.
Well, yeah, I mean, so dramatic, you're 8 months pregnant. If you were 9 months pregnant, I'd be like, yeah, 1,000,000 months pregnant, but
feels it.
You have another month to go.
Yeah.
You know, when I was saying this was it to you or I think it might have been to Ellis. I can't remember who it was to, but one of you, and I was saying how, in theory, you still have 7 weeks. Or you could have 7 weeks. So, like, I get it. You know, you're so ready now. But worst case scenario, you've got 7 weeks, which is insane.
Crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to sort of go back in time. And I think we're going to talk about what you would have done on your wedding day had it been an October wedding. Just things that were different to how you did your summer wedding.
Yeah.
And how you would like change things or what you would have done, what you would have maybe added or what you wouldn't have done, you know, wet weather plans, things like that.
Yeah.
Different ways that you would have done it.
Yeah.
So what out of the day would you have done differently? What would you have done the same?
Starting from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I was going to do for the bridesmaids, rather than like the silky pajamas.
Yeah.
I was going to do like a jogger's set.
Love that.
Because cozy.
Love that.
But we'd have sweated if we wore that on the summer day.
I think we probably would have sweated if we'd have worn that now.
Maybe. Well, yeah.
Because like when you're getting ready and stuff, you sort of, you know, I always find that I'll do my makeup, then I'll curl my hair. When I've curled my hair, then I'm like sweating.
Yeah, you've got a lot of hair though.
Yeah, I have, and it's very long.
Yeah.
But I find that's why I have to curl my hair before I do my makeup. Yeah. Because if I have my makeup on and then I curl my hair, I literally sweat all my makeup off.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So even in the depths of winter. So I think I mean, obviously we would have been fine and it would have been lovely. And I love the idea of a lounge set instead of pajamas.
Cute. I think it is cute because it's something different to what everyone does silk pajamas, but they are significantly cheaper.
I do love the silk pajamas, but I do think that lounge set in sort of autumn going into winter is a really lovely idea.
Yeah.
And something a bit different.
Yeah, that's what I originally wanted. And I definitely could have done it in the summer as well. It just was expensive.
Yeah. And like the pajamas were lovely. So like I do like silk pajamas. Like I did it.
Yeah. No, I do like it. I still don't think they're done. I don't know. I'm sure there's other things you could do. But the silk pajamas just work.
I think what I like about it is that it's like that uniformity of the photos. Like if you're not bothered and you're just happy with everybody wearing their own thing, then, you know, absolutely fine. I mean, we've just now, I bought you for your birthday some really lovely soft pajamas from Tesco.
Yeah, they're really
and
nice.
Something like that would work, like soft, comfy pajamas. For me, I just like the aesthetic of everybody being in the same. I wasn't bothered necessarily whether they were silk or cotton. Like it didn't bother me. I just found the colour that I liked and I went with them. I mean, mine, they weren't ideal, but you know, the dressing gowns were better.
Yeah. I learned from yours though to make sure I got the right sizes.
Yeah, well I did. I got everybody's right size. It's just badly made stuff that you just don't know.
Oh yeah, I think I upsized. And then because I already had the dresses, I kind of like lined them up to the dresses.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I tried. I knew that they were going to be difficult because you know they were from Shein, like because I knew no one was ever really going to wear them again, so I didn't really mind. But yeah, it wasn't ideal, but never mind.
It worked.
Okay, so you would have done jogger sets instead of silk pajamas.
Other than that, in the morning, I don't think the day would have been any different.
No, I don't think so.
I think the only thing I would have found harder is it would have been dark in the morning.
It would have.
That I wouldn't have necessarily... I wake up with the light and I'm really struggling now.
Really, I don't at all wake up with the light. It doesn't change for me. I don't find it harder or easier in the summer or winter, and I don't know why. I think I'm just not affected by it.
No, I'm totally the opposite. So in the summer when it's light at like 4:30, I'm like, right, ready for the day.
Most people are like that though. Yeah. I mean, I don't think people generally are up at 4:30.
I don't get up, but I can be. I will wake up.
Yeah.
And whereas like this morning it was like 10 to 7. I was like, oh my god, I've got to get up.
Yeah.
Like I just don't notice it.
Yeah.
Really weird. And I used to have a light that came on like daylight and it made such a difference.
Why have you not got it anymore?
Yeah, it's still plugged in, but Ellis doesn't like it. So it's annoying. And then I forget to turn it off when he's on like a mid shift. So he wants a lie and then it's like daylight in the bedroom.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it doesn't really work.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you may have struggled a bit with the getting up, but I think you wouldn't have, because you'd have been like excited and ready to go and all that kind of stuff. So I think you probably would have been fine.
I think for people who do like have lots of people getting their makeup done that they start earlier, that's a bit harder because you haven't got the light on your side.
A lot of, I guess they would cater with ring lights and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not the same as it's daylight.
No. Okay, so
that's one thing. So that's about it. I think I would have probably in a panic, not actually planned, but bought some kind of shawl or something for the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Because I would hate for people to have been cold.
Yeah.
Obviously, guests can do what they want, but for the bridesmaids, even if you didn't use it, I probably would have got something in.
Yeah, I did. So my sister-in-law got married in January.
Yeah.
And I had a shawl, like I guess.
Pashmina.
It was a pashmina. It was a pashmina. That it was the same colour as my dress that we just found. Like Mom found it from somewhere. Because I was just conscious that it would be cold and, you know, I needed something to sort of keep me warm. So that worked really well. And I did that myself. So I guess it would be something, like if it was me, I probably would have got myself something.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't necessarily have expected that you would have bought me something. I would have got like a green scarf or something to go with the dress.
Yeah, I think I would have planned it for everyone. Maybe. I would have... Mom did it in the end as a last minute thing anyway, because the weather was looking to be bad. She bought a load of clear brollies, didn't she, from the range. And I knew that Bert's Morton had them, but I would have made sure we had our own.
Yeah.
Maybe like personalise them for the bridesmaids or something, like, and for the moms or something like that.
Yeah.
So I would have planned that.
Yeah.
Rather than it being we probably should get some.
Yeah. think your wet weather contingency would just be a bit more extensive. Like you wouldn't necessarily have expected to have the drinks on the lawn.
No.
You would have thought that it probably all would have been in the Tudor house.
Yes, and I probably would have planned more decoration with like flowers.
Yeah.
For there.
Yeah. Knowing that it was going to be a longer period of time in one area.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would have planned that. I would have moved I would have done different games maybe.
Yes.
So rather than lawn games, doing something that's appropriate for inside.
Yeah. Or spent that money on like a magician or something.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. I know we borrowed a lot from Mom and Dad and Jenny and Neil, and Ellis made one, but we would have probably saved.
Well, you wouldn't have paid for the move, would you? So that money would have been there anyway from
true.
From that. So you probably, because you did mention you were thinking about a magician.
Yeah.
At one point.
If I could have afforded it, I would have done, and I probably or a musician.
Yeah, that would have been
like a daytime person.
Yeah. I think if you're like, to be fair though, we were trapped in a room because it was raining at my drinks reception, and like, I mean, I guess for me, because I'm going around and speaking to people, and I'm like, you know, it moved fairly quickly for me.
I think yours did. But I do think again the difference for yours, we had that travel time again from the church to the drinks.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas for us, that half an hour or so was straight into it, wasn't it?
Yeah, so of course.
That's the only thing different, I suppose.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's just entertainment maybe in the drinks reception.
Yeah, I think so. Purely because of the fact that, well, you'd have had a little bit more disposable money because you wouldn't have paid for the change of date.
Yeah.
So it would have been, a little bit, you'd have had a little bit more. And the thing is, I mean, obviously it would have been incredible had you have had a magician, but it wouldn't have added necessarily to your drinks reception because there was the two places. So you had two different, areas to go round and to be in. It was interesting enough. Like it didn't need anything extra. The games were there. It was, I mean, I didn't play any, but it was, we were doing the photos. Like, it was all.
And all the guests were having photos taken, like in front of the house, in the white garden, like
with the mirror.
Yeah, everyone was off doing that.
Yeah.
And the music moved and stuff as well.
Yeah.
No, it didn't need any more.
No,
I didn't feel.
Not at all. But had you have been definitely not, I don't think you would have wanted to go on the lawn had it been raining all morning. No. For example. No. It may have been glorious sunshine at your drinks reception.
Yeah.
But I think if the grass was soaking wet, you probably wouldn't have wanted to go on there.
No.
With open toe shoes, people with silk shoes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted for the guests to do it. There's no way to not be on grass, is there, in there?
No.
Yeah, and
because you have to, even if it was in the white garden, you still have to
walk over the lawn, don't you? Yeah, that's so true. The only thing though, it's one of those venues that you want to show it off.
Oh, it's so beautiful that it would be a shame to miss that area.
Yeah,
because it is so stunning. But I guess it's just one of those things, isn't it? If you don't have, if you don't have the weather for it, you don't have the weather for it.
No,
like my drinks reception was supposed to be on grass, and it was.
Yeah,
it ended up being in a barn, which was lovely. Like I was happy with my drinks reception, but it just obviously wasn't the plan.
Yeah. No, exactly. I think that's the only thing I'd change. That's not like it's more of a plan for wet weather.
This is the thing: is all of these it's not about changing your wedding. It's just additionals that you would have had in place had you not had. I said had about 4 times.
Had.
It would have just been things you'd have put in place had there not have been the option to do the things you did on your wedding day.
Yeah. And it's silly though, really, because British weather, you should really have a proper wet weather plan. And I didn't, to be honest.
I think, to be honest with you, the venue caters for the wet weather plans anyway.
They know what they're doing.
You don't really have to think about it unless I think you're in a venue or you're more sort of self-sufficient. Whereas, like, for me, I didn't have a wet weather plan at all.
Did you know that would be the wet weather plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew at the time that that's where we would go. And the morning of, he sort of said to me, if the rain continues, we will have the drinks reception in the barn. And I was like, that's absolutely fine. He was like, we'll move it, we'll sort it. Like, don't worry about it. Everything else will be fine. Like, that's just what we'll do.
They were really good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were really good. And I was just like, fine, you know, there's nothing you can do. Obviously, I don't want everyone to get wet. So I'm not going to be like, no, we have to have it outside.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was going to say, yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Yeah, do whatever makes sense for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what we did. But yeah, I think the same would have happened for you. They would have just sorted it, and it would have just been whatever. They will have a contingency for all of these things. Fine, wouldn't it? So
yeah, that's that bit.
Would you have changed any of your decorations? Well, obviously
we changed it, didn't we?
Yeah, you added the pink.
Yeah, so I would have kept it with like the darker oranges and dark greens.
Yeah. Because you had brighter oranges, didn't you?
I put some bright orange and bright pink in to like summerify it a bit,
which I absolutely love, and I'm so glad that you did that.
I loved it. And it's what I actually wanted.
Yeah, you did.
Which you could have done. I could have done in October, but I wouldn't have.
No, and we did a pink and orange theme for the hen do because I knew that you loved it so much.
Yeah.
And then it was great then that you ended up having you had
the
pink and orange for your wedding as well. But yeah, I was like, she loves this pink and orange theme, so we went full full hog, didn't we?
Balloon
for your
arch, everything.
Yeah, like tablecloths and
the whole thing.
Yeah, it was all pink and orange cowboy themed.
I loved it.
So I think, and I'd obviously planned that well before. You know, you changed the date and we added the additional colours in. So, but anything else? Would you have changed any of the other decorations? Like, would you have added anything?
So originally, it's all my original plan that changed, I suppose. Originally, I wanted to have all like pumpkins everywhere, which I would have done.
Yes, you did.
My table decorations would have been like munchkin pumpkins.
Yeah, they would have.
Ellis wasn't that keen.
I think he would have loved it.
But he would have loved it.
Yeah.
So it would have been like munchkin pumpkins rather than the disco balls that I did.
Yes.
So that would have been the other way round.
I forgot that's what you were going to do.
Yeah, so like on the bar, we had these disco ball planters, didn't we? That had flowers in, and they were at a few different points. But they would have been a pumpkin instead.
Yeah, and like mini disco balls in different places. Like, you would have just done pumpkins.
Yeah, so that would have been. So that would have just made it. I love autumn. I haven't even got my pumpkins out yet.
I've got mine out, but only because I was in the cupboard the other day.
So jealous.
I only have 2 pumpkins and a garland. Yeah, that's it.
I've got a whole box of pumpkin decorations. I think that we were going to get them out last week, and then the garage is full.
Yeah.
But I could have decorated half the wedding with my own pumpkins.
Yes. Yeah, you could have done. Yeah.
So that would have been the other bits.
Which would have added, actually, just thinking about it, because you were going to do real pumpkins, weren't you? So now, I mean, for the past 2-3 weeks, whenever the baby pumpkins came out, you'd have been manically hunting
collecting the right ones.
Yeah. Which would have added a bit of stress, I guess, because like finding all of those little munchkin pumpkins, because obviously you could buy like foam ones and stuff like that. It's not the same, but they just don't look as good.
No, I love them. I need to get some actually when I go shopping.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's more of the autumny feels. Anything like that. I might have done some like dry, like pampersy grass type thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was one of my ideas. Just to again make it more autumny.
Yeah.
And lent more into the burnt orange than the bright orange that I did. And maybe on my signage and stuff I might have changed it slightly, but I just kept it to the green.
Yeah.
But I still love that.
I
probably wouldn't have changed it.
No, probably not.
The boys might have stuck with a like a tweedy suit.
Yes.
They were looking originally like the classic. Do I mean tweed? Is that what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you do.
Like Sam had the blue. They would probably have a green. They would have stuck with that, I reckon.
Yeah, probably.
Rather than looking at tails.
Yeah, probably.
But I love the tails.
Yeah, the colour looks so... Like, I just couldn't imagine the bright blue with the green dresses.
Neither could I.
But it's my background, actually, on my phone of me and Sam. And the two colours next to each other.
They look really good, don't
just
they?
look so good.
Yeah.
We'll have to put a photo on our social media so you can see what they look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, the colour of the bright blue waistcoats with the green dresses.
It's got a blue undertone, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously a lot of green does anyway, but
yeah, it did. And I think you probably would have gone for something a little bit darker for the boys.
Yeah.
Purely because that would have then, I think our dresses look brighter because we'd got the bright of the boys' suits and we'd also got the bright of the flowers.
Yes.
Whereas you could have made the dresses feel a little bit more like that really foresty green. They sort of feel a bit more emeraldy in your photos. And I think that's to do with the flowers and the tones and the colour of the sky, I guess. But with it being autumn and it being a little bit more... I feel like autumn just has a bit more of an orange hue to it. Like, it doesn't, obviously, the colour of the...
You just see autumn.
But I just see it like... and I feel like your photos might have been edited in that way. Yeah. Where they would have had a slightly more orangey tone.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And it would have made the dresses feel darker.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the way that everything was done made them brighter.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. I think I would have done more... me and Elle did signature cocktails of an Aperol Spritz and a Mojito because they're our favourites and they go with the theme. But I might have wanted to make something more like cosy.
Yeah. More like an espresso martini.
Yeah,
or
probably.
A whiskey sour or something like that. Something a bit heavier.
Yeah, I think so. I would have probably, if I was drinking, I would have been on Aperol and espresso martinis the whole day anyway.
Well, this is the thing. Obviously, if you were getting married, that would have meant you probably wouldn't have been pregnant. Yeah. You know what I mean? So in that respect, your day would have felt a little bit different.
Anyway.
Yeah, because you would have been drinking and, you wouldn't have had sort of the stress with your dress. I mean, not that it was really that stressful, but,
It was psychological stress, wasn't it? Because we thought things were going to have to change.
Yeah.
And we were just flipping lucky that nothing changed.
Yeah, absolutely. You just chose the right dress, really, didn't you?
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, absolutely it does. But so there would have been the day would have been different for you, but not necessarily for anybody else.
No, I don't think so.
So
things like Mom might have chosen a different colour dress if it was in autumn.
Yeah, potentially.
Jenny maybe not. Hers could have been a crossovery one.
Yeah.
But Mom's was grey and white, so she might have had something darker.
Yeah, well, she was going to wait, should I say, because when we picked her dress, it was like a week or two before the autumn dresses came in.
Yeah.
And she'd said waited for those ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, had you have got married in the autumn, she would have had probably a different dress on,
Yeah.
I would have thought so.
Yeah. But she's probably the only.
Yeah.
Like the bridesmaids wouldn't have changed.
No.
Jenny's was fine.
No.
Well, it's lovely. I don't mean fine. That's
I
really
know what you mean.
No, it was really lovely. Yeah, that's the other thing.
And your food would have been exactly the same because you picked that with your autumn wedding in mind,
and we didn't want to change it to something else.
Yeah.
Pie and mash was elite.
It was so amazing. Good. It was so good. It was so nice. Yeah, no, you definitely wouldn't have changed that.
No.
It was too good.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Evening food I wouldn't change either. That was pizza.
No, I wouldn't
would say the same.
Would you have done more would you have had fire pits with marshmallows?
Yeah, outside. We would have still done the sparklers.
Yeah.
We would have done they have fire pits there anyway.
Yeah.
But we didn't need them because it was so hot. They do little lanterns, there's 8 of them and it was 80 quid to hire them. But I probably would have done it.
Well, it would have been darker earlier, wouldn't it? So you probably would have needed a bit more light outside.
As much as they've got those festoon lighting,
you
probably still would have needed more. I never did the blankets, so a lot of people do those.
Yeah.
I would have definitely done them.
I did. I got married in May and I did because I get cold.
Yeah.
So that's why I did it.
Yeah, so I didn't bother.
Yeah.
And in fairness, no one said anything really.
Oh, they wouldn't. No one's going to say, Hayley, where are the blankets?
No, but I don't think no one came to me and said they were cold.
I wasn't cold.
Well,
there's a couple of girls that were wearing their boys' blazers.
Well, it's whilst we were eating mainly because the sides were open, weren't they?
Yeah.
And it got a bit windy at one point.
Well, later, very end of the night, some of
classic.
your schoolgirls were wearing them. So yeah, which is normal. Yeah. Whereas we went to a wedding in August last year, and I was in a blanket and I was in Ellis's jacket, like I was freezing, and that was beginning of August.
Yeah.
So you were just lucky
that one as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you were lucky that, and I guess when you were on the dance floor, you were very much tucked away.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't cold there at all.
No, that was the other advantage as well. Actually, of when we got married, again, the weather dependent on the day, but we could have the sides of the linny open.
Yeah.
Whereas you probably wouldn't.
No, it would be, even though it could be a sunny day in October, it would just be cold.
Yeah.
Like, it would just be cold. If you're sat down, you wouldn't be warm.
It makes it doesn't add to atmosphere. It just makes it louder. You didn't need any more atmosphere in there.
No.
It would just be quite like...
Yeah.
I would find it quite enclosed, whereas actually it was lovely to have that space.
No, it was nice. It was nice.
So that was good.
Yeah.
Food we've gone through. I can't think of much else, to be honest.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think that you changed that much to make it a summer wedding. It was just more the colour scheme, really, and it wasn't really the colour scheme. It was the addition of brighter tones of your colour scheme.
Yeah.
To feel slightly more summery. Apart from that, nothing really changed.
Really. Yeah.
Like, and I don't think you necessarily need to change that much between the seasons. I think because your colour scheme, I mean, even if your colour scheme was very, it could have been really deep burgundy, very sort of rich wine colours, dark greens, could have been that. It still would have looked lovely.
Yeah,
like
you
really could have just gone, you can do a straight swap between the seasons. Obviously, if you're planning for a specific season. So, for example, me and Hayley technically had the same colour scheme.
Yeah.
We just had an autumnal version and a spring version. So I was like the pastel-y colours and Hayley was the darker colours. And the richer. But then when you moved it to summer, you just went brighter.
Yeah.
And if you were going to winter, you probably would go richer. Like, you could do our colour scheme essentially in all 4 seasons.
Yeah.
You just change the tones. You don't necessarily need to change the colour.
Yeah.
Like, green and orange could go for every single season. You just change the tones.
Yeah.
And like add, you could add pinks, you could add burgundies, you could add like different colours to make it sort of suit more.
Yeah, in the winter you'd do a burgundy, wouldn't you?
Summer, you do a bright pink like pink. You did.
Yeah.
Mine
it's peachy.
Yeah, peach. You just have
Sagey.
It sage and peach as opposed to forest green and burnt orange.
Yeah.
Like, it's a universal thing, and I think that's the thing with the colour schemes. They can really lend themselves to all different seasons, can't they? Like, you can pick any colour scheme and it can go with any season.
Yeah.
It just depends how you
do it.
How you pick the tones and how you do it, basically.
Yeah.
My house is very much my wedding colour scheme. It just kind of, because we had the stuff and I knew that I wanted it, like I loved the colours, I kind of just kept it on.
Yeah, it looks great.
I mean, I say my house, I'm just really my living room. There's stage,
it's here.
Yeah, it's just in my living room. But yeah, I think it's crazy to think that you would be getting married.
I know.
Tomorrow, essentially. And you're already 6 weeks in. But I don't, like, I think we've said this before. Yeah. We've said this before. I think, personally, as much as I would have loved your October wedding, I do think that you and Ellis suit August.
It was great.
Yeah, it was.
It was so good.
It was. And I think it depends, like, I personally wanted a specific date, and I really cared about the date that I got married on.
I really did want autumn.
Yeah.
When I originally thought about it. However, now I literally couldn't care.
Oh, it actually doesn't matter at all. Like,
no,
it really doesn't matter. But in an ideal world, had things not changed, you wanted that wedding date and it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But obviously things changed and the new date was equally as amazing. It, both weddings would have been
of course would.
Perfect. Like there would have been no issue with either. It's just that, I just feel like for you, your wedding as you had it. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, no, you should have got married in October.
Yeah, no, of course
not. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's just, but it's interesting to see what you would have changed, which in theory, actually, well, in reality, is very, very little.
Well, yeah, it's nice actually.
Yeah, it is. Because obviously we were planning up until the date change. We were planning for the autumn wedding.
Yeah.
And we knew that very little had changed because you hadn't really done anything additionally.
I hadn't really started at that point either, had I?
No, to be fair,
it was all very much ideas. Nothing had actually been made or bought much. I don't think in the way of flowers. Oh, I bought some flowers.
You bought flowers, yeah. You bought quite a lot of flowers because you were doing them when you done your ankle.
God, that was a year ago.
Yeah. So you definitely bought flowers, and then you just bought more. But you needed more anyway.
Yeah. Either way, there was going to be more that were needed, but we just bought different.
Yeah.
Gosh, I forgot I started them a year ago.
Yeah. You started them when you did your ankle, so that you had something to do.
I did.
Mm.
Wow, good memory.
Yeah.
As if that was a year ago.
Mm. Interesting. Well, it was interesting to see how you would have done things differently. Like I said, not a lot really.
No.
But yeah, I guess the colour scheme that you picked was very interchangeable through the seasons.
Oh, well, I'm just a wedding genius / I copied you and changed colours.
No, you like those two colours. That's why you did it.
Yeah.
Those are the colours that you like, and they did really suit you both for the wedding day. I think Ellis would have had bright pink, wouldn't he, if he had it his way?
Of course he would.
That's what he loves. But
yeah, boldest colour he can find.
Yeah. He loves a bright colour, doesn't he, our Ellis?
Yeah.
But I think that's it really for this one.
Yeah.
I don't think... Well, you wouldn't change anything else, so
no,
there's nothing else to talk about.
No, I'm afraid not. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so a nice little short and sweet one, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still need to get Ellis to come and talk about the wedding. We need to pin him down, really.
I know. Shifts.
I know. When we'll try our best, get him to come and talk about it, but we might talk about something different next week.
Yeah.
See what we can think about.
Birthday.
Maybe.
Birthday.
Or your baby shower. We could talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
We've got some big events we can talk about.
Absolutely.
But, we also actually want to talk about the process of changing your name.
Yes.
So we will go through that as well. And then any other bits of wedding chats. I don't want to not talk about weddings because I love talking about weddings, but I think obviously we're not planning a wedding anymore. So if anybody's got any ideas of things they want us to talk about or to look into or to think about or, any questions or anything like that, please let us know because we want to know what you want to hear because obviously now we don't have a wedding to plan. We're not going through like the stages of what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. Like there's obviously loads we could still talk about because there's things we must have missed along the way or didn't go into as much detail as we probably could have.
Yeah.
So there's definitely things we can still go back and talk about. But, let us know what you want to hear, whether you want to hear about the baby and about different life events and married life and all that kind of stuff, or whether you would prefer us to talk more about weddings.
I feel getting old.
And me getting old. Well, that's life event. So yeah, let us know. And thank you so much for watching, listening. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, review.
All of the above.
Give us a 5-star rating. Please, we would love that. And yeah, for now, I'm Philippa.
I'm Hayley.
This was Confetti Conversations and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.